Okay, it's really away from baseball. It's Martin Luther King's, and so we're trying to introduce folks to the Negro League because a lot of people didn't even know about the Negro League, especially black people, the younger blacks today. But back in the day, we were talking about from 1920 on up until 1962, when you had the Negro League at full strength, and it was considered the black major leagues, and I'm going to say this. What is the black Negro League and the white Negro, they would barnstorm during the season, during off season, and they played about over 300 some odd games. And with the white major leagues, they won like 129 of them, and the black league won the rest of them. And okay. I think that when black ball players started signing with the major league, they was going on a lower level, because when you look at in the Negro League, you had the big time stars. For instance, they say that Josh Gibson hit over 900 home runs, but they say he was the black Babe Ruth, but that's wrong. Babe Ruth should have been considered the white Josh Gibson. Okay, then you look at Satchel Paige. He say he played in over 2,500 games, and say he won over 2,000 of them. Say he just lost the rest, which would have been maybe about 600 or something like that, you see. And then you had Buck Leonard. He was the first baby. They called him the Black Lou Gehrig. He was first of all, he's my favorite Negro League ball player. He was a tremendous hitter, hit home runs, batting, and everything. And then we look at Willard Brown. He was a big-time home run hitter. And also Muse Suttles. He was a guy from West Blockton. That's a little town about 30 miles from here. And now they call him Muse Suttles because he's a big-time home run hitter. And when he would go to bat, the family holler, "Kick, Mule, kick." They looked at me because normally hitting the ball out the ballpark. A lot of the history is in here. Okay, and then, of course, Satchel Paige. When he was with the Monarch, and also there was Radcliffe. They call him double duty Radcliffe because he might pitch one game and then catch the next game. And when they would go into a town, barnstorm, when they go in town, play the local team there, he called the players off the field, and he guaranteed to strike out the first 9 batters. And he did it. It's Satchel Paige. They said there would never be another one like him. Okay, now, but baseball was special to me because I started at a young age at 15. I started being the Black Baron bat boy. And so when I got a little bit older, when I turned 15, they gave me a contract because the players used to take time to be out there practicing and stuff and showing me the things to do. And also I learned from there. And other managers, they didn't want to play me. So, "You're too young." They tell Mama I couldn't go on the road. They said, "Oh, we don't babysit." So when Frank Evans, that's my opinion, he's an all-time great manager. The major league considered Frank Evans the best batting coach in all of baseball, either black or white. He passed about 4 years ago in Montgomery. I went to his funeral, and I was a good hitter. I became a great hitter under Frank Evans' tutelage, And also I got started in the Negro League because of Mr. Eddie Steele. He was one of mine he was my manager, he was a neighbor. And he managed the Detroit Stars. And me and his little son, Eddie Jr., we were real good friends. I think I was about 10, and he brought his team to Birmingham. He said, "Y'all want to go to the baseball game?" So we went out to Rickwood to play the Black Barons. But see, that back then, both teams had to use the same dressing room. We talking, you got about 50 guys in the dressing room because each team had 25 ball players. And I'm not going to say it was racism at Rickwood, because you got to realize they had a white minor league team here, and I guess the player would leave their equipment in the room, in the other dressing room, so maybe that's why they wouldn't let them go in there, because their equipment and personal stuff was in there. So Piper Davis say, Eddie, let me use one of those boys. I didn't want to be no black band or bad boy, and came with Detroit, and plus they had a new bus too. It was big and pretty. So then he said, Eddie Jr. didn't want to be the bad boy. Piper said, I'll give you a couple of dollars, and that's a lot of money. So I accepted, and I did pretty good. He said, you want to be our regular? I said, Mama's not going to let me come out here. He called Mama later on that night, and she said, okay, you look out for him. And so I was the bad boy for like 4 years. And then I turned, and I guess I was showing, because I was hitting the ball pretty good. And plus at Rickwood, that sign stood up on the roof. I hit a home run up on the roof in right there. Also, I hate to say this because he might be watching one of my big, Leroy Miller. Good pitcher, great pitcher in the Negro League Stadium. You know what Leeds is, don't you? Mm-hmm. We played up there 1963. Same night they bombed the motel. I remember what Miller had struck me out 3 times. And I had never struck out that many times, and I was crying. Frank Evans said, Walker, this a man game. You can't be crying. You want to let somebody go? I say, no. Got back in there, Miller out there just laughing. He threw that fastball about waist high. I hit that ball about 450. I hit out the baseball stadium over into the football stadium, and I tease him about that now, you know. And so then we played a ball in Grand Junction, Colorado. The air is real thin there. And most of the guys like in there, the Negro, they played, they got almost 60 years old. And so they would tease me, oh, you hit that ball that far. I hit the ball about 450 feet, you know. Oh, you hit the ball that far. Because they asked him, what they said, Frank said, God dog it, y'all hitting in the same air, you know. So he was one of a kind, though. I mean, they need to have something, and I'm working on this now, on get some information. Because Frank Evans is from Birmingham, you know, from the Kingston community, and they don't have nothing in here recognizing him. And then there was Alonzo Perry. I knew him when I was a little bit boy. I grew up in Southtown Project. That was before the projects got rough. And he was standing there, and he played in the black band, plus his son, Alonzo Perry Jr., and so he was our first baseman on the 1962 black band, Alonzo Perry Jr. And so, but everything just turned out to be real good. Folks say, don't you think you came along? No, I enjoyed doing what I was doing. I played baseball because I love baseball. It was not because of the money. I just love baseball. And even though a lot of times they gave you, I had $150 on my contract. They give you $2 a day expense money, you know. And so you got your little breakfast and breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But see, back in the late 50s and the early 60s, up until 63, you could eat off $2 a day, you know. So most of them guys, they sit on the bus and they get in the hotel room. Now, they gave you a place to stay, you know. Well, I'm going to put it this way. Most of the team was saying that the team was cheating, but Frank didn't play that because why they was not sending money to us while on the road. He would tell me, he'd call, tell me, so I'm going to pawn this bus. And so about 30, 40 minutes later, something like that, we go by Western Union, they're the moneyest for us, you know. So it was a real good experience, you know. And so Mr. Eddie Steele and Frank Evans made me the ball player I am today. So that's that, and I enjoyed every minute of it. Mm-hmm.
So why is it important to you to share your experience and share with younger generations on today, to take them through and teach them things that they don't know about the game and about the league?
Okay, what is the average young black don't know anything about the Negro League. My own children didn't until I took them to a banquet, and you know, and then we didn't know you played. You know, that's something I don't advertise, but now I do, because Pretty soon, it just about 62 of us are left. When we go, everything else is going. That's why this Negro League is important. And it's important for me to let people, young people especially, you know, to what happened in the Negro League and why there was a Negro League, you know. And so, well, I don't want to sound like I'm prejudiced, but I still say that the white guys that went to white major league, they went to a lower level because you had good ball players, and so when the league broke up, if they didn't sign a major league team, they had to go to the industrial league. And see the scout. You look at the baseball scouts today. I'm only 5'10". And right now I weigh about 190. I was weighing 238, but then they said fluid, you know. And so, but you look at the young ball players, if you're not 6'2", 6'3", they want everybody to hit the ball out the ballpark. But these young guys, little guys that want to play baseball, the first thing they say, they're not going to sign me because I'm not big enough. But back in the day, you look at Willie Mays. He was just 5'11", 185. Man, he over 600 home runs. You look at Jim Wynn, that became the toy counter and played for the Houston Astros. He was 5'9". You look at Jose Cardenal. And those was guys, small guys that hit a lot of home runs. So this is what you know. And these young black guys got to understand that size don't matter to most white scouts. Most white scouts that do, because they want everybody to be like, told you, 6'4", 6'5", and just hit the ball out the ballpark. There's no more hit and run and stuff like that. Black ball players, well, I'm gonna say black ball, blacks can have a lot of speed. It's very seldom that you can find a slow black man. And so these guys need to, well, everybody want to go to football, but black ball, baseball is a game where your time will come. You got to go through the minor leagues and work your way on up. And black guys don't want to do this. And see, these are the things, if you're playing for they won't be get rich right away. But it wasn't about money with me. I just love baseball. I would go to see with the glove under my pillow, you know, and stuff like that. And plus I stayed across the street from Sloss Field over in the Pacifico. And I spent all my summer days out there on the baseball field. And so these black guys got to know that if you work towards your goal, you can be successful and you can achieve your goal.